All right. Here we go. We are taking on the Boston Bruins in round number 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And unfortunately, because of the injury to Anderson in the last game of the season, we have to start Michael Hutchinson in net. But considering how very well he did in about 20 games or so as a backup goaltender, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. Michael Neuvirth, though, is the big concern, because if you remember, Neuvirth was up here at the beginning of the season and played 4 games, and he did not do very well. But anyways, let's see what the rest of the playoff tree looks like here. So we're facing Boston. Ottawa's facing the Tampa Bay Lightning. Carolina versus the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Washington Capitals versus the New York Islanders. In the West, it's Colorado versus Minnesota. Dallas versus St. Louis. Calgary versus Arizona. And LA versus San Jose. So, Battle of California there in the Western Conference. Alright. So we are going to do the slow sim here for each of these playoff games. Here we go. Toronto versus Boston in round 1. First period, and we are up 3-1 on Boston after 1 period. Nice job. Second period, 4-1. 4-1 for us. Alright, let's see how the rest of the simulation goes here. Boston on the power play. And Willie Nylander. Oh, and now Tyson Barrie. So it's 6-1. Carrying over all that offense from the last regular season. And now Marner making it 7-1. And 7-1 for us. And we take game 1 in Boston. Very nicely done. Tavares, Marner, and Tyson Barrie are your 3 stars. All right. Nice job there. Alright, let's go right into game number 2 here. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Game 2. First period, we are up 2-1. Matthews, McAvoy, and Marner. Second period, 4-3. Okay, Riley, McGinn, Kapanen, and Bergeron. Okay, so it's a little bit closer to game 1 was. And Kerfoot scoring on Halak to make it 5-3. And game 2 goes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, 5-3. All right, Austin Matthews, Carl Soderberg, I think it's his first name, Soderberg, Mitch Marner, the 3 stars. We are up 2-0 without Freddie Anderson in net for us. Tyson Barrie, 6 points in just 2 games in this series so far. Wow. All right. So now game 3, and we are on home ice. So here we go. Let's see how we do here. First period, no score after 1. Okay. Second period, and now Boston up 3-1 after 2 periods. Let's see how the rest of the simulation goes. Heinen scores. Oh, Anderson's back. That's good. And Morgan Riley on Yaroslav Halak. Can we complete the comeback? We cannot. So Boston wins 4-2, but that is okay because we still have a 2-1 series lead. Kapanen, Heinen, and Marchand, the 3 stars. All right, so let's go ahead and advance the day. Dallas 1 win away from sweeping St. Louis out of the playoffs. Let's just make sure that... Okay, no, not defense. Let's make sure that Anderson is back in his starting role, and he is, because we are going to need Freddie in net if we are to have a chance at this. The fact that we won the first 2 games of the series without him is an added bonus. So here we go. Game 4 in Toronto. And first period, no score. Second period, we are up 2-1. And let's see how this third period goes as we adjust the sim speed there. And David Krejci on the power play ties it up, and Pasternak. And now Krejci again. Wow, 3 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Boston takes the lead 4-2. And we are now tied in this series at 2. So it's now an even Steven series. Soderberg, Krejci, and Chara. So it's an even Steven series now. 2 wins apiece as we head back to Boston for game number 5. The NHL regular season has ended very well, and Dallas is into the second round, sweeping the St. Louis Blues out of the playoffs. Alright, so now we go back to Boston. The visiting team has won every single game so far in this series. If the trend continues, then we go back home up 3-2. Let's see what happens. First period, we are tied at 1. Pontus Aberg and Carl Soderberg, the goal scorers. Second period, we are tied at 2. And Charlie McAvoy on Freddie Anderson. It's now 3-2 Boston. This is not looking too good here. And Boston now up 3-2. Aberg, Halak, and McAvoy, the 3 stars. Alright, so advance the day, and we've lost locker room chemistry. Well, no kidding, we've lost 3 games in a row after being up 2-0. So now we have to win this game to force a game 7. Alright, first period and Boston's up 1-0. Second period, alright, 2-1. So... and someone's at my door.
Hi, sir. Just saying hello, my name is Arif. I'm the Member of Parliament here, just talking to folks about the election that's coming up.
Okay.
Are you planning on voting in the coming election?
No.
You're not voting?
No.
Okay, is there anyone in the household who might be voting?
I don't know.
Can I just leave my card?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Alright, let's see. Alright, we were about to go do the sim here for the third. We are up we're down 2-1, excuse me. Oh, Tavares on Halak, and the game is tied. Nicely done, Johnny T. And Johnson on Halak. Oh, but Krejci answers right back to tie it up. Oh, we had the lead of this game very briefly, only like 9 seconds. And now, oh no, now Boston taking a 4-3 lead. And we are out in round 1 to the Boston Bruins yet again. Are you kidding me? We're up 2-0. I mean, oh man, oh, that is tough. Look at this. Got all excited here when Janssen scored, but yeah, that ended up being very short-lived. Of course, Boston had to answer right back. 3 stars, Krejci, Soderberg, and more. Why, Boston? Well, if there's any good news out of this, we did avoid a Game 7. Unfortunately, the outcome was not quite what we wanted. Anderson comes back from his injury and does not win a single game. So, that is disappointing. That is disappointing for sure. Tampa Bay knocks out Ottawa in 5. Carolina over Philadelphia in 6. New York Islanders still up 3 games to 2. Let's just go to the calendar here and simulate the rest of the playoffs, and we'll see who ends up winning the Stanley Cup. Let's go up to here. Alright, we'll go up to here. Up to here, because why not? And I actually considered jumping in there near the end of the third period in that Game 6 to see if I could have gotten a game-time goal, but I don't know why I didn't. This Lafreniere guy, though, 86 points in 67 games, that is very, very good. Cole Perfetti, 70 points. And 75 points for this Quinn Byfield person, very good. Vladimir Malkin, now, I did not check to see who the top ranked goalie is. That's supposed to be Kari Puranen, and he did not even play a game here. Yeah, some of these guys did not even play a game here in their respective leagues. Alright, we'll simulate up to here. And I think the playoffs are over. The Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup, and not only did we lose to Boston, but as if that wasn't any worse, their AHL affiliate ends up winning the Calder Cup. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and sim up to the draft, and are you kidding me? We got bumped all the way down to 5th while Columbus wins the draft lottery. Well, I guess dropping 2 spots isn't too bad, from 3 to 5. But I can guarantee if Winnipeg had finished with the worst record, knowing this game, we would have bumped down to 4th. Let's look at the retired players, though. Patrick Marleau retires, as I kind of figured he would. Marian Hossa, how the heck was he still around anyway? Zetterberg, Kunitz. Let's go to centers. Oh, Joe Thornton didn't retire. Okay. Following coaches have retired in the league. Looks like most of those are AHL coaches. only 2 NHL coaches, the ones for the Avalanche and the Coyotes. The following entire players are now Scout, Patrick Eaves, and Clark MacArthur. And today is the day we conduct pre-draft interviews with prospects to uncover more scouting information. What would you like to do? Go to the view draft class. Alright. Interview player. What do you consider your greatest strength? Okay. How ready do you think you are to play in the NHL? NHL now. Alright. We're allowed to do 3 interviews, I believe. Okay. And we can interview 1 more player. Let's interview this Perfetti guy here. Alright. And there we go. So we cannot interview anyone else. Do we want to edit our trade block? Not right now. So there we go. We're now at the draft, and that is where we are going to stop for now. And we'll see you soon.